Right here.
This kid's been sick for 16 months.
I did that. Okay, so real talk, the way Scott Walker fixed the budget deficit was he slashed programs to state. He slashed state programs. Wait, hold on.
What state programs did he slash?
Hold on. Yes, he slashed.
Okay. So our state is in a $3.36 billion deficit, right? And we can't operate in that fashion. How do you propose we reduce that deficit?
Okay, now let's talk. Talking about reducing deficit. You need to invest money in the UW system schools. Okay. For every dollar you put in the UW system, for every dollar you put in the UW system, you get $30 back in return. That is real. Okay. So when you cut money to the UW system, that's what happens. Is you lose money. What happens is when you cut programs that keep people like in a spot where they can go look for work and things like that, folks that are like on the bottom clinging to try to grab at the bottom of society, right? When you cut those programs that are helping them, what happens is you have less people paying taxes. So the projected budget deficit at the end of this 2-year biennium is actually greater than the budget deficit at the end of this last biennium.
Now you want to talk taxes? Only the top 50% of America pays income taxes.
Okay, first of all, the top 0.01% of America that are bitching about all these tax laws are mad loopholes, dude. They're not paying anything.
That's corporations, and I agree that we should shut those loopholes.
I agree.
I agree 100% we should shut those loopholes.
I agree.
But how do you defend the fact that 50% of America is not paying income tax?
Because the lower 50% of America right now is living at a means where they can't afford to pay that much in taxes. Like what we need to do is we need to invest money in the programs that pick up
Where do you
those
get
lower
that
50%.
money? Where do you get that money?
Right now, if we just paid back some of the money that we owe to other I'm saying our interest that we're paying on the money we owe right now is the reason we have all these deficits.
That's true. You're right. You're right.
And the reason,
so why do you want to go farther in debt to pay more interest?
Because some things are not spending, some things are investing, right?
I agree.
Okay, so let me give you this analogy, right? Let's say I'm eating 3 sandwiches a day. That's all I can afford to eat, right? And then expenses increase. I've got to make some cuts. Now I'm eating 2 sandwiches a day, right? But you know, I'm living, and things happen, and I make some cuts, and I'm eating 1 sandwich a day. You know, I'm getting by. It's rough, but like that happens. Cuts happen again. Now you have to increase revenue. You have to increase income. I have to figure out how I'm going to get another sandwich, right? Because you can't cut your last sandwich.
You can't.
Right. So what I'm saying is,
and he hasn't cut everything.
But think about it's not Scott Walker in and of himself. This is not something that's new in the last 2 years. This is not something that's new in the last 10 or 30 years, right? Think about the entire time you've been alive. They've been cutting education. They've been cutting healthcare. They've been cutting.
Who's they?
All politicians, Democrats, Republicans,
you think they're
all
cutting,
of them.
You think
they're cutting left
I'm
and right.
20 years old. You think for 20 years they've been cutting education?
Yes.
So you think the education is worse now than it was 20 years ago?
The education budget, they have been cutting money to every year.
They have been cutting money from everywhere.
Yes. The rankings. And that's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Is they've been cutting from everywhere.
It didn't matter
and when
which
you cut
numbers
from
they used,
everywhere
they were
for
still
too
the
long,
worst.
you start creating a spiral downward, right? At some point, you have to say stop. And right now, we're investing money we don't have in war. We're investing money we don't have in you know.
So should we not fight this
in
war?
giving tax breaks to corporations, right? What I'm saying is we are already paying money, a ton of money into programs we don't have,
We're getting off
right?
track. We're getting off
But if we're going to be spending money we don't have, we need to be spending
Let's stay
it,
focused.
investing,
Let's stay
and getting
focused
that
on
money
the
back.
issue.
Right.
Walker was brought into office to balance the budget, right? And he did that.
But he did
and
it
there's
at
facts
the
to back
expense
that up.
of the future budget.
So you think we should balance the budget with no expense? How do you propose we do that?
I'm not saying you do. I'm saying a one-time 1% tax on the top 9 people in this state.
Now you're saying tax the rich.
Yeah.
Where's America going?
Tax. If we just collected the tax money, hold on. If we just collected the tax money that corporations already owe this state, and that rich people owe this state and haven't paid over the last,
corporations,
right?
Loopholes should be closed.
If we just collected that money, we wouldn't even be talking about the budget.
Corporation loopholes should be closed. But why tax the rich? What incentive do we have to grow? None. What happens when that happens?
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing I wanna get out though. Okay, my argument for not taxing the rich is they're job creators, right? Yes. Okay, so I am all for tax loopholes that actually exist for people that actually create jobs, right? The problem is we're giving tax breaks to people as if they create jobs when they're going and cutting jobs.
We're giving tax breaks to corporations,
and then they're putting it in their pocket.
They're not any different than other states. All right?
Right. And it's failing in every other state.
The reason that we're keeping these corporations here and giving them benefits is to keep them creating jobs in Wisconsin. If we don't do that, they will leave. And then where are you going to work? Answer that.
Okay, so the thing is though, we're operating under the assumption that the corporations that are coming here because they have these massive tax breaks at the expense of the people are corporations we should work for. We shouldn't be bowing to these corporations that are providing jobs that aren't worth working in the first place, right?
So now we're debating whether jobs worth working or not. That's not the debate.
But that is the debate.
Not the debate.
That is the debate though, because the
debate is we need to create jobs.
What has happened?
What has happened?
Let me tell you why that's relevant to the debate.
We have still.
No, hold on. The reason that's relevant to the debate is because the companies that
unemployment is down from 7.7 to 6.7. That's a fact.
Stop.
Let him talk.
Stop yelling. Hold on. Stop. Nothing positive is ever going to happen if you don't get this out in reasonable discourse. Okay. So a couple of things. Number one, the reason my last point was relevant is because the corporations that will leave if we get rid of these tax loopholes are the corporations that are giving people $7 an hour, no benefit, 10-hour-a-week jobs. Anyway, that is not a job. That is not a job.
Minimum wage.
Unemployment at 10% while some people are working 6 jobs.
If they get minimum wage, that's a job.
If they get benefits. If they get enough hours in benefits.
I had a job. I didn't have benefits. I have a job right now without benefits.
You would have gone to the hospital. You would have gone broke.
Exactly.
Here's the. Hold on.
You have health insurance.
We won in the polls.
There's no reason to win. This is a conversation, not an argument. Like, okay, so the reason the unemployment number is a problem is because the unemployment number does not count anybody that stopped looking for a job, and unemployment benefits run out. People's benefits have run out. That's right. Okay. And we're talking about crime rates going up because people are going to have to steal to put food on their table, right? We're talking about people dying here on Badger Care that have no benefits. We're talking about kids. Yes.
What are going to get
Where are you getting this from? Where are you getting this from?
Get the facts right.
Okay.
Tell me the numbers.
Let's say.
Let's argue numbers.
Let's say I'm a single father.
Numbers.
Let's say I'm a single father right now, and I'm working a minimum wage job, 30 hours a week, right?
Yeah.
And my kid gets tuberculosis.
Okay.
What am I going to do
should happen to him?
pay for that?
I don't know.
He dies. That kid dies.
How would I? If I knew, I'd be the fucking governor.
Right.
The thing is,
If our governor
thing is,
he would fucking do a job.
Right.
the more we spend, the farther into the hole that we were in we go, and the harder it's going to be to climb out. We need to sacrifice now so we are successful in the future.
Walker spent more money in his budget than Doyle. The previous budget.
Then why is the deficit?
Why
Is the deficit down from 3.36 billion to 144 million?
It's not hard to cut a deficit when you slash money to everything the government's supposed to do.
Because young guy, no, hang on, CJ, hang on. He took from the shared revenue. He took from the shared revenue. Do you know what shared revenue is? Do you know what shared revenue is? Yes or no?
Yes.
What is it?
He took money from other programs for a deficit.
No. You're way off. That's scary.
What is it then?
That's tax revenue from the local municipalities.
What are we arguing?
The tax revenue, okay? That's called shared revenue. What he's doing is he's taking that from future years. So what's going to happen is he's putting it on the credit card. Yes, it is. Because, dude, I just was at my city council meeting.
The credit card is down from 3.36 billion to 144 million.
Because you're being reactive, not proactive. You have to look at what's going to happen 8 years from the road.
Right.
That's what Walker's
these corporate
doing.
tax credits are going to, they're going to cost us $3.1 billion.
So you don't want to help out the corporations. So the corporations
We've been helping them since 2001, bro.
And what do you do when you don't have
We've
a
been
job?
helping them since
Then you
2001.
lie more.
since 2001.
What do you do when you don't have a job because the corporations
You are
leave?
so off, bro.
What do you, answer that. What do you do when you don't have a job? I want to talk to one person.
Ask Walmart.
Dude, what do you do when the corporations leave?
You start
don't
your
have a
own
job?
business.
You start your own business. Do you have the venture capital to start your own business?
we are
you
a
do.
we are a
Because
resource.
every unemployed person here has the venture capital to start their own business. No.
I bet your dad does.
The people of Wisconsin.